Good afternoon. The cap guy here, and today it's not a cap, it's a hat. It's one of about 5 Fedora Outback Indiana Jones type Stetson type hats that I found today at the bins. Not sure if that goes with my head, but thought it was a pretty cool cap. I did some sourcing this morning. I got quite a bit of stuff. I spent a little over $74 at the bins, and then about $10 at Goodwill finding some Nintendo DS games and a COS set of vintage headphones still new in the package. At the bins, I found some China. It's 23 karat gold Century by Sarah. Some bowls and salad plates. Looks like 4 of those goes for about $50, anywhere from $25 to $50. The ones I saw that matched it go for $50. I'm going to clean those up. The fedoras and the hats that I found, I'm going to clean up. Found a lot of blank VHS tapes. I found some volume sets of VHS. The Three Stooges. I still have to comp that one, but everybody loves the Three Stooges vintage stuff. This is a gangsta set. I did comp this. It's about a $25 set of all the people. Alpha, and of course, it doesn't go with Fedora. I know that's the time era, but let's see. Star Wars, I Love Lucy show, some of the other complete sets. Rambo on DVD complete set. You know, when you're paying 69 cents a pound, you want to go for that stuff, even if it's only $20 value. You can't go wrong. Usually these don't weigh more than 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds. I stayed away from clothes today. Didn't spend a lot of time because there was so much of the Hot Wheels and of course, I get a lot of ink pens and supplies down there, Epson printer paper and things like that. When I see that, I grab it as well because, you know, that's a cost that you don't have to bear at Office Depot and stuff. So I look for that kind of stuff. It has a little bit of weight, but at 69 cents a pound, it's still going to be a lot cheaper than going out and purchasing a ream of paper for $8 or $10 or a box of envelopes. Some of the other hats, and I'll just kind of switch these out. Probably show my hair's all messed up, but here's the Indiana Jones Outback type hat. This one is made by Scala. It's a Dorfman Pacific brand, and it is an outdoor or an Outback hat. This one is Royal Stetson, the one that I had on. It's a fedora. This one isn't worth a whole lot. It's the Sears. I guess I could be a Beastie Boy or something with this one. That's the Sears brand. Probably the least value of all of them. This is a Dobbs Western, and that's almost kind of like the old LBJ hat. For you young people, that's Lyndon Baines Johnson, president. And this is Country Gentleman. It's a wool light felt hat. And again, it's kind of an Outback style, Indiana Jones. So a lot of these, when I comped them, looks like they go for anywhere from $25 up to as much as $150. Some go higher than that. These need a little bit of TLC. But all in all, I'll take those for 69 cents a pound all day long. This one is one of them Nike training hats. There's not another one on eBay that looks like this. It's a training, like a jogging or running hat. I've got a white one like this for $25 on eBay. This one is not posted yet, but it will be, and it'll go for at least that. It's very light fit, dry fit type hat. And again, I am the cap guy. I grab hats when I find them. Some of them have value, some of them I keep, and my collection's pretty good itself. I won't get into everything I sourced today because it would take us all day. I'll go through and find out some of the value of some of the stuff. One of the things I did find was a whole bunch of these. And I didn't know what they were, but again, toys are things that I look for because if they're vintage, and some of these go back to the 80s and the early 2000s, and the name brand on them, for those of you that don't know, is, I'm trying to read this with my reading glasses. They're Garoob or no P. Yeah, trying to find one that's a little easier to read. Looks like 1997 Gebbers or Goodra. But I got a whole bag of these. There was a whole bin full of them. And I grabbed them. They've got boats and accessories. And it looks like those sell. Some of them sell individually for a pretty high price. Again, that whole bag probably didn't weigh more than 2 or 3 pounds. So not even $2 or $3 in it. And I'm going to see what I can do with those. Okay, getting into what I sold. Let's see. The first thing I sold, I bought these down at the bins. It's Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and James Harden, and they have little interchangeable arms and legs and feet and stuff, and they shoot little Nerf balls. I found those down there. I sold them for $25 with shipping on top. I paid all of 50 cents for these, again at the bins. The next item, I just sold this, and I haven't got to the post office with it. I go to the post office every morning, and one of the things I impress upon people in this business is ship your stuff within a day. You really get good feedback when you do that. People sometimes don't expect it that quick, but I know I've said that before. But the next one is a Roper. It's a purple with pearl snaps shirt. I paid $3 back in June for this. And let's see here. I'm trying to get the picture pulled up. It's a 3XL, which are any shirt that you buy, Ralph Lauren, Polo, any of them. You want to get the bigger sizes, the 2X, 3X, 4X. Some of those are hard to find, so people pay for them. This one is purple. You can't tell it in the picture, but it's got the pearl snaps. I sold it for $17.50. I had $3 in it, and I did pay the shipping, so I only made about $8 off this. But I've had it since June, and it's one of the offers that I send. And again, when you send offers, I'm getting more and more people accepting offers by doing that. So don't be afraid to do it. Get your sales going. I sold a Boss 302 Ford Mustang ball cap, $9.70. I had 18 cents in that hat. Okay, here's one of the finds. Sunday, when I went down to the bins and I talked about some of the things that I found, this was one of them. I put it on my head. It lit up. I didn't initially know what it was. I knew it was Star Wars and that it lit up and it had Mickey Mouse ears. But when you turn it on, it has the Death Star and the ships, the Starfleet, light up and flash off and on. I had it on my head down there while I was searching through the bins just to get a laugh out of people. You got to brighten their day. And I sold it in 2 days for $17 with shipping on top, and it's going to England. The lady asked me if you could change the batteries in it and if it lit up, so I took a picture in the dark. I guess I probably should have done that when I listed it. And she purchased it. So in 2 days, I spent $13.99 at the bins on Sunday, and that right there made my money back, plus some. The next item, and this is what I talked about yesterday in my video. I'm going to show you this item. I found it down there. I didn't know what it was. It said SPD on it, and I looked at it, and I was like, what is that? Okay, I don't know what change and judge and all that stuff is. So it said police on it when I opened up the phone. The batteries were dead. Had a little bit of paint coming off on it, but said police, and then you hit another thing, and it opened up another. When I turned it on, I come home, I turned it on, I put batteries in it, and it's 2004 by Bandai, and it turns out it's a morpher phone for Power Rangers. I listed it for $42 with free shipping. I paid all of probably a quarter for it, and it sold in 2 days. So again, on Sunday, I spent $14 basically. I sold the Star Wars ears for $17. I sold this for $42. That's $59 in sales off of $13.99 in 2 days. So when you see these little trinkets in these bins or, at your local thrift store, look them up. I didn't know what it was, and I found out, and it's a good thing I did grab it. Let's see what else. I sold a Tagua gun leather leather holster for a magazine. I have 2 of these, one for a 45 and one for a Beretta. I got these at a thrift store, and I paid about $4 for them, and it's been since summer, and they just haven't moved. I sold it for $16.99 with free shipping. So it was originally $23.95. It's still new in the package, and I probably made about $6 on that because I did do the shipping, just trying to get rid of some of the old stock. Okay, the next item. Come on, computer. Okay, I sold a University of Central Oklahoma Broncos. It's just a jersey. I paid $5.35 and sold it for $10 with shipping on top. So again, I didn't make a whole lot, about $5. And it's one that they kind of give away at the games and stuff. The last item I sold, and it's an unmarked 1X convict inmate jumpsuit. I buy these for about $7.50 from a thrift store I won't name because of the competition. There's already a couple competitors grabbing these things. They're a little more valuable when they have the jail information on them, but I sold it for $39 plus shipping on top. So that's almost a $30 profit off of that item after fees, and I'll take that all day long. I sell quite a few of those in different colors. Yesterday, I took 4 to the post office. I had $23.35 invested and made $62 off of them. The day before that, it was $8.30, $162 for 5 items. And so far today, I've sold 8 items, and I've taken 7 of them to the post office. $22.89 invested, $170.09 in return, and then of course eBay fees will take some of that. So probably a net profit off of after the eBay fees of about $145, $150. Shipping's not included, and again, that's kind of a wash. PayPal does get a couple percent, but some of my shipping just a few cents different. So if I gain that, sometimes I lose, sometimes I gain. It pretty much is a wash on shipping. But all in all, a good day. I got a lot to do this week. We're expecting some pretty good snow tonight and tomorrow. It'll be our first good snowfall of the season here in Oklahoma. And I'll be staying in and doing a lot of research and a lot of listing. I've already got over 2,000 listings, and I'm going to push that number hopefully by the end of the week to about 2,500. So that's a lot of listing, but when it's cold and nasty, and even though I'm not afraid of driving the snow, I'm gonna get busy. I got a lot of stuff to put away. I've been buying storage totes and things to put stuff in, and I'm gonna start labeling them, even though I know where just about everything is of the 2,000 items. I'm gonna get to a point where I don't want to have to search for it, so I'm gonna start labeling my totes with my system, and it's a little bit different than some of the other systems, but it works for me. So whatever works, go for it. But keep searching, keep watching. Please subscribe. Hit the bins if you have them where you're at. I don't know if they have totes everywhere. Mine have clothes, shoes, books. They're all kind of separated, and then they have the totes on rollers, which is pretty much where I spend most of my time because it seems the hard goods. Thank you, Matt from Part-Time Pickers, for that idea. I mean, I've done some, but now I'm doing more and more of them because they seem to work. And obviously, the 2 things I bought Sunday prove that point. So I've got a lot of new product this morning. I bought some candles, scented candles, Even some of the bar soaps and things that are brand new in the package that people gave away, some of those sell for $20. I mean, if you can find an old bar of Vel, VEL soap, that's what my grandma used to use. That's a $30 bar of soap now because it is discontinued. They don't make it anymore. If you find that stuff, grab it. And if you're not going to use it, get it on eBay and make some money. Y'all have a great day, and please tune in again. Thank you.